Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started.
Hi, Grace. Thank you for joining me today. You are very popular as a teacher at Riverdale High School. Can you tell us when you first decided you wanted to be a teacher?
Hi, Ethan. Thank you for having me. Well, when I was a little girl, I dreamed of being an actress. I used to perform little plays with my friends and pretend I was on stage. However, as I grew up, I realized that acting was very difficult to succeed in. I studied drama in school, but my teachers always told me I might not have the talent for it. One of my most inspiring teachers, Ms. Linda, showed me that I could make a difference by teaching. Her kindness and encouragement made me believe in myself, so I eventually chose teaching as my career.
That is a wonderful story. So, you did not always plan on becoming a teacher, but circumstances and inspiration led you there?
Yes, exactly. Although I loved acting when I was young, I found that I enjoyed sharing what I knew with others. After high school, I decided to study education at college. I wanted to learn how to design lessons and help students learn in creative ways. Even when I started working as a substitute teacher at the age of 20, I felt that I had found my true calling.
It sounds like your teacher, Ms. Linda, had a huge influence on you. What was it about her that made you change your mind?
Ms. Linda was amazing. She always believed in every student and made us feel important. She organized fun drama projects, told interesting stories, and encouraged us to be ourselves. Her class was like a safe place where everyone could express themselves. I realized then that I wanted to give that same kind of support to others. Even if it was not on a stage, I could still make a difference in a classroom.
That's very inspiring. Now that you are a teacher, what do you think are the most important qualities of a good teacher?
For me, being a good teacher is not just about knowing the subject very well. There are many smart people who know a lot, but they do not always know how to pass that knowledge on. You have to be able to connect with your students. It is essential to listen to them and to be patient. A teacher must make the subject interesting so that the students care about what you say. I always try to create a friendly and relaxed classroom where students feel free to ask questions and share their ideas.
That makes a lot of sense. However, every teacher sometimes has a difficult class. How do you handle situations when the students are not behaving well?
There is always a reason why students do not behave well. In my experience, it is often because they are bored or tired. What I do is I try to change the energy in the room. For example, if I notice that the class is becoming quiet and restless, I ask the students to stand up, stretch, and do a quick fun activity, like jumping jacks or clapping in rhythm for a minute. This brings some energy back into the classroom without upsetting anyone too much. Instead of giving them extra homework or punishments, I believe in simple physical activities and clear communication.
That sounds like a creative and effective approach. Changing the pace can really help the atmosphere, I imagine.
Yes, it does. When the students get a bit more active, they are more focused and ready to learn again. It also gives them a break from sitting down all the time, which can be very tiring.
I also hear that you have achieved a lot during your teaching career. How would you describe your success so far?
Teaching is a complicated job because you face many unexpected challenges every day. However, overall, I believe I have done a good job. I have been teaching for over 5 years now, and I'm proud of the progress my students have made. I love seeing them understand concepts, solve problems, and even excel in competitions. Every time a student thanks me for helping them learn, it feels like a great achievement. It is not about recognition or awards. It's about making a real difference in someone's life.
That sounds very rewarding. How do your parents feel about your career choice? Especially since you initially wanted to be an actress.
My parents are very proud and, to be honest, quite relieved. They always hoped I would choose a stable career, and while they supported my creative spirit, they worried about the uncertainty of an acting career. When I decided to become a teacher instead, they were happy to see that I was using my creativity to help others. They have always been my biggest supporters, and they often tell me, "We knew you'd find a way to shine." It means a lot to me.
That support clearly has helped you along the way. Looking ahead, what does the future hold for you in teaching? Do you have any specific plans or goals?
I love being in the classroom and working directly with my students. I don't feel the need to become an administrator or a head teacher. My goal is to continue improving my teaching methods and perhaps develop a program that integrates drama and creative arts into everyday learning. I believe in the power of creativity to help students understand difficult subjects. I also hope to travel to educational conferences around the country to share my methods and learn new techniques. It would be wonderful to inspire even more young people with innovative learning strategies.
That sounds like a fantastic goal. So, you want to use your background in drama to make lessons more engaging?
Exactly. In my classes, I like to use role playing, group discussions, and even small performances to explain concepts. This way, learning becomes an interactive and fun process rather than just listening to lectures all day. For instance, when we study history, I sometimes have my students act out important events. It not only makes the lesson memorable, but also helps them develop communication and teamwork skills.
I can see how that would make a big difference. Your approach reminds me that teaching is not just about textbooks. It's about creating experiences that resonate with students. Do you have any memorable moments that highlight this creative approach?
Oh, yes, there have been many. I remember a time when we were studying about ancient civilizations. I decided to organize a mini play where my students had to dress up and perform a scene from an ancient myth. They created their own costumes from recycled materials, and the whole class was so excited. The performance was so genuine that one of my students said, "I never knew history could be so alive." That moment reminded me of why I love teaching. It's about connecting ideas with real life and sparking curiosity.
That's truly wonderful. It must be incredible to witness those aha moments in your classroom.
It definitely is. Those moments make all the hard work worth it. And even though there are challenging days when nothing seems to go right, those successes keep me motivated and remind me of my purpose.
Speaking of challenges, every teacher encounters difficult classes or unruly behavior sometimes. Besides physical activities like stretching and clapping, what other strategies do you use to manage the classroom?
Good question. Sometimes I use creative games or even group competitions to re-engage the students. For example, if a class is getting too noisy, I might divide them into teams and give them a small quiz. The winning team might get a few extra minutes of free time or a small reward, like stickers. I also try to talk to the students individually if I notice someone consistently struggling to pay attention. It's important to understand their perspective because sometimes they might be dealing with issues outside of school.
That's very thoughtful of you, Grace. It shows that teaching is not just about delivering lessons, but also about understanding your students as individuals.
Absolutely. Every student is different, and a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work in a classroom. The more you understand your students, the better you can tailor your lessons to meet their needs. I often spend a little extra time after class to chat with students who seem shy or reluctant to participate. I find that building trust is essential for effective learning.
Your dedication to your students is truly impressive. It seems that teaching is not only your profession, but also your passion. With such a fulfilling career, do you see yourself changing your focus in the future?
Honestly, I love being in the classroom. I am not interested in becoming a principal or moving into administrative roles. I find that the direct interaction with students and the creative process of teaching is what makes me happy. I want to continue being a classroom teacher and maybe even mentor new teachers. I believe passing on what I've learned is one of the best ways to honor my mentors, like Ms. Linda, who helped me when I was younger.
That's a lovely vision for the future. What has been the best part of your teaching career so far?
The best part is definitely seeing the growth in my students. When I see a student finally understand a difficult concept, or when I hear feedback that my class made a difference in someone's life, it feels incredibly rewarding. There was one student who struggled a lot with math, and after several months of creative teaching, she became one of the top performers in the class. Moments like those, when you see the impact of your work, are unforgettable.
It's amazing how much difference a dedicated teacher can make. Thank you so much for sharing your journey, Grace. Your story is very inspiring, and I'm sure it will encourage many young educators and students alike.
Thank you, Ethan. I hope my experience shows that teaching is about passion, creativity, and commitment to making a positive impact. I'm grateful for every challenge and every success along the way, and I look forward to many more years of inspiring young minds.
Your advice to never stop learning and to always care for your students is something that will resonate with many. I wish you continued success and a fulfilling career in teaching. Thank you again for this insightful conversation.
Thank you, Ethan. It was a pleasure talking with you, and I hope our discussion inspires others to follow their passion in education.
Absolutely, Grace. Have a wonderful day and keep inspiring future generations with your creativity and kindness.
Thank you, Ethan. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Grace.
Great job practicing with us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next English conversation. See you in the next video. Keep practicing and stay confident.